Yes, sir.
CAC Church, Kabbalah Christian here in Kaduna, totally raised down, and you can see for yourself.
Oh, okay. Good day, sir.
I understand you are one of the pastors of this church talking about CAC Mountain of Praise, Kabbalah Christian here in Kaduna. And please, can you narrate to us your ordeal?
The society will be in the mission hospital, but they will do the rest of the family and the senior pastor's wife. So I was sleeping. So all of a sudden, children began to run from their schools, start to their individual homes. So my own church came. So I felt it wasn't a serious issue. What happens? I asked, what has happened? And I was told that the riot is taking place in the town.
Finally, in a nutshell, what happened that led to the burning of the church?
This is an issue between the Muslims and the newspaper vendors that led to this problem from the objective story that I have.
But do you think, in your own opinion, that the Christian faith has anything to do with the publication?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
This is a Truth and Life Gospel Church here in Kabbalah, Rock Road, that was also raised down by fire. Most of the church, after we have seen the walls that are still standing. This is the destruction that was done to the Church of Life, Truth and Life here in Kabbalah, Gospel. This is African Church Bethel here in Kabbalah, Christian here in Kaduna. This is number 2, Seraphim and Cherubim Church here in Kabbalah, Doiti, that was also raised down by fire. This is the innermost part of Christ Evangelical Church, Aladura, here in Kabbalah, Doiti, that was also burned down completely. this Okeanu CNS church, also here in Kabbalah Cochin, that was burned down by the Muslims. It's Oluwatung CNS church here in Kabbalah Cochin that was also burned down by the rioters. This is the innermost part of the CNS movement here in Malali Locus that was also burned down. And this is the remains of the church as at now. This is the remains of the walls of the Truth and Life Bible Church here in Malali that was burned and pulled down this year. You will remember that in the year 2000, this same church was destroyed as a result of the Sharia riot. This time around, it has not been spared. This is Shekan Church, Badarawa here in Kaduna, and you will see what was done to this church. The windows, the doors were brought down, and the walls of the church, the innermost part of the church of Shekan Church, Badarawa here in Kaduna. You will remember that in the year 2000 also, this church was badly affected, and this year it has not been spared. The total area view of the church that was burned down, and we are referring to Hekan Church here in Badarawa, Kaduna. Most part of Assemblies of God Church here in Angondesa that was also burned. This is what is now the remains of Hosanna Baptist Church here in the GRA in Angondesa. The one that is standing is the 2000 and the one of the 2000 that was burned, and this is the temporal one that they are now using that was also raised down and burned down completely by the Muslims. And this is the innermost part of the Prophetic Church of Nigeria, PCN, here in Akau, GRA, that was also burned down completely. And you can see what is the remains of the church as at now. I remember vividly that in the year 2000, this church was also burned down as a result of the Sharia crisis. And this one, it was not left up. The pastorium of the PCN, the Prophetic Church of Nigeria, was not left out. It was totally battered, and you can see for yourself what was done to the premises of the pastorium, that is the mission house to artistic. CAC 2 here in Kau, this church was also burned down. The innermost part of CAC 2 here in Kau, Kaduna, and you can see the destruction that was done to the church. The walls were broken down and the chairs scattered away, and almost the property belonging to the church have disappeared. And this was done by those that came to burn down the church. This is Rahama Baptist Church here in Kau, Kaduna. And this is the innermost part of the church that was completely burned down, and you can see for yourself. Still the innermost part of Rahama Baptist Church here in Kau, and this is the destruction that was done to the church. Almost everything was destroyed, only the walls that now remain in a standing position. Still the mission house of the Rahama Baptist Church House Station here in Kau, Kaduna, that was totally destroyed. The Apostolic Church here in Kau, Kaduna. This was the destruction that was done to the church. This is the outermost part of the church. This is the innermost part of the Apostolic here in Kau, and you can see the destruction that took place within the church auditorium. Everything was burned, and this is the walls of the church that are now still standing. But any other part of the church was totally destroyed. This is the remains of the church for now.